Hey guys, it's your girl SimplefX, your favorite female trader, back with another motivational vlog for y'all here today. I came out here to Brickell, basically to just hang out mostly for the day. I didn't want to stay home. It's the weekend. Had a pretty decent trading week and decided to come out, do a little shopping, and just stay focused, stay motivated. And that's the whole point of this video today, is to talk to you guys about putting yourselves in environments that's going to uplift your spirits, number one, and number two, keep you motivated at all times. I like to come out here by the water. Sometimes I love to be by the water. I love to look at the water. I like to listen to the waves crash. I like the beach and stuff like that. So I oftentimes come out here to think, to meditate, to maybe if I have a hard decision that I have to make, something that I have to decide on, I'll come out here and, think about it, give it some thought, and really see what I'm dealing with a clear mind. It's very peaceful out here sometimes. There's a lot of people walking their dogs, playing with their kids, going out to eat, shopping, things like that. So there's always something to do. But when I started the video, I was kind of showing you guys, the lifestyle that Miami has to offer and what's out here. Now, if you're someone that really doesn't aspire for stuff like that, and you really, could care less about designer stuff and nice cars and stuff, that's cool. Everybody, has their thing. But if that's not for you. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But if you're someone that really does aspire to have the finer things in life, to have nice things, to be able to spend your days however you wish, to buy whatever you want, whenever you want, then it's very difficult sometimes to stay motivated within yourself. So you have to find other outside things to kind of push you along at times. So even me, where I am with my success, I still have to stay motivated. I still have to read books. I still have to stay up on motivating podcasts. I still have to, listen to inspirational things and put myself in places and in rooms and around the right people so I can stay where I am, and not only stay where I am, success-wise, but to push myself to want to, level up and to do better things and bigger things, because there are a lot more goals and things that I want to do. So whatever it is you aspire for, be it a better life, be it, a better job, a hobby that you're trying to, stay consistent with, a relationship you're trying to improve on, whatever the case may be, the important thing to do is to place yourself in places, and not only places, but in the right mindset when you're in that place also, right? Because what I'm trying to say is you don't want to put yourself in an environment that, first of all, is too much for you, right? If you're in a room with a bunch of people and they're just completely out of your league to the point where you feel uncomfortable, then you probably might want to step out. You probably might want to say, okay, I'm not here yet. Let me kind of take it down a little bit, and maybe one day I'll get to this level. But take it in stride is basically what I'm trying to say. The most important part of staying motivated is filling your life with things that are going to continue to motivate you. And reading the right books, listening to the right music, even listening to inspirational things online, if that's your thing. Your circle, the people you surround yourself with, your friends, your coworkers, your family, all of those outside things can play a part in where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do. So hanging around the wrong people can derail you from what you're trying to do if you're not hanging around, the right people and doing the right things. not going to enough events, not taking up opportunities that can propel you to where you're trying to go because of intimidation, because of fear, a lack mindset. You know, all those things are detrimental to getting you to where you're trying to go. So whatever it is you're trying to do in this life or aspire to be, place yourself in a position to acquire those things any which way you can. If it means going to an event, then go. If it means changing how you dress, then change how you dress. If it means changing your circle, change your circle. If it means switching careers, switching jobs, you know, going back to school, whatever it is you have to do to place yourself in position, that's what you have to do. You have to be laser focused and you have to be in alignment with what it is that you're trying to do. Because if you're not and you're easily distracted and you're wanting to just party and hang out and procrastinate and look at what everybody else is doing online and not really focusing on yourself and what you're trying to do, you're never going to get to where you're going. Or you're going to always be that person that's sitting around watching everybody else do something instead of doing it for yourself. And also, don't compare yourself also. Wherever you are on your journey, that's where you are, and it's only relevant to you. Don't compare your chapter 3 to somebody's chapter 15 and think that you're not doing enough. Put yourself in position to take advantage of opportunities. That's the only thing you can do. Sitting at home watching TV, sitting at home scrolling on social media, sitting at home, you know, gossiping and talking about other people, or, you know, just doing nothing with your day-to-day life, life is just going to pass you by. It really is going to pass you by, and you're not going to have anyone to blame for yourself. You're going to look back on your life 10, 15, 20 years and wonder what happened. You know, the only difference is you're going to be older. You're still going to be in the same position, but you're going to be older. The opportunities that you had back then may not be available to you now, and you're going to have a bunch of regrets. Is it worth it? In my opinion, no, it's not. So get out of the house, get some fresh air, talk to new people, open yourself up to opportunities that may or may not be available to you, but place yourself in position anyway, because the answer is always no if you never ask. If you're dealing with doubts, if you're dealing with fear, if you have insecurities, if you're dealing, you know, you have a negative mindset, these are all things that you have to, first of all, have the self-awareness to realize that you have that problem, and then find the motivation to fix those things. Take action, take accountability, and look to actually correct those things. It's very important, guys, to stay in faith. I don't like to talk too much religion on my page because I know everybody, you know, has their own viewpoints on that. So I don't want to alienate anybody or make anybody feel any kind of way. But I am very spiritual. I am very much, you know, big on God and having belief in not only yourself, but a higher power. Having a belief that there's alternate powers in this universe that are in control of things. And if you think the right way, you speak with your tongue the right way, those powers can manifest in your, on your side. Those things can come to fruition for you in a positive way. So whether or not you believe in it or not, understand that there are things that are bigger than you as an individual, as your own person, as a spirit, all of that. So have faith in that as well. Have faith in knowing that it's not all up to you. Sometimes you have to just lean on faith and lean on pure luck to get you where you want to go. A lot of the opportunities that have come across my way are not only, I can say, just from God, but it's from something that I probably can't even explain. You know, coincidences that have happened, things that have come across my way, opportunities that I've had, people that I've met, things that have happened to me at a certain place at a certain time. Some of that was not of me. Had nothing to do with me. I wasn't in control of that. Something else was in control that made it happen for me. Now, I played a part in putting myself in a position for it to happen, but I didn't have control over all of it. So if you can believe that you kind of have to lean on faith sometimes with some things and your prayer and all that, that'll make things a little bit easier. That'll lift some of the burden off your shoulders. And now you can be like, you know what? I'm working hard. I'm doing what I have to do. Now I release it into the universe. I release it, and what's going to happen is going to happen. Got to have that faith at all times. Okay, so this video, I'm not gonna talk about too much in it. This is just a day that I said, you know what, I'm outside, so beautiful out. I said, you know what, let me talk a little bit, let me try to motivate some of you guys that are out there, show you guys that it is possible to live the life that you want to live. You know, there was a time where I worked dead-end jobs. I was living with family. I was sleeping on air mattresses. No money in the bank, either no car or a shitty ass car. And I was really struggling to make ends meet. I had no confidence, no inspiration, no motivation, nothing. I went through that spell in my life, and that wasn't that long ago. Okay? That wasn't that long ago. So I need you guys, if you're in a place in your life now where you're feeling like that, or you're feeling down, or you feel like, you know, life is just beating you up, first of all, hard times always pass. They never last too long. They always pass. And make a decision, make a choice that this is not going to be your reality. This is not going to be your life. And something has got to give. Something is going to happen for you where, you know, the clouds are going to open up, and, you know, the Red Sea is going to part for you. And you're going to start seeing, you know, better things, and better things are going to start happening for you. And you're going to start seeing a difference. So sometimes you have to take a minute to sit back and think, you know, reminisce, because I do think about the hard times I've overcome. That's what actually keeps me humble where I am today. I never get too full of myself. And not only that, there's so much more I want to accomplish. I'm just not where I really see myself being. So I'm not satisfied yet. So there's really nothing to really celebrate, you know. I do have a lot to be thankful for. I won't negate that. However, I will say there's so much more that I want to do and I want to accomplish, so many more people that I want to help, so much more impact I want to have in my life. And I got a lot of life to live, so why not? You know, why not live every moment with joy, with gratefulness, with peace, with love, and share as much as that as possible? Why not? You know, I do have my ups and downs and my bad days, but for the most part, again, they never last. They never last. If I have a bad day, it literally, that emotions and those feelings of whatever could creep up in my mind only last for a little while. And then after that, I'm back on it. I'm back on it. I don't care if I lose 10 trades in a row. I might be pissed off for that time, but that's going to pass, and tomorrow's going to come, and I'm always looking forward to that next trade, that next win, that next opportunity, that next great thing. I don't care how many bad things happen to me. Something good has to come out of it. This is not the end all be all for me. And you have to have that mindset no matter what. I don't care what comes across your way. Say to yourself, I don't give a damn. Something good has to come from this. Living their best life, right? So that's it, guys. Just want y'all to stay motivated. That's it. Whatever you got to do. If you like cars, get around nice cars. You want a vacation, watch vacation stuff online. You know, live vicariously through other people. You know, you want to start a business, start writing down business ideas. You like boats? Go start looking at boats. Go to boat shows, go to boat auctions. You know, you like guns. Go to gun shows. You know what I'm saying? You like to help people. Find charities and find foundations and things like that you could, you know, lend your time to. Put yourself in those places, in those positions, and you never know what opportunities may come from that to propel you where you're trying to go. All right. So I don't want to keep this video too long. That's all I got for y'all today. Stay motivated, guys. It's your favorite female trader, SIMPLEFX, and I'll catch you guys on the next trade.